Christopher Columbus Day. I'm only trying to educate, just trying to drop a little knowledge. This isn't about my identity. It is about my ancestry. I'm not here to debate, but properly educate. I'm here not here to retract the doctrine of discovery, but to articulate and radiate cultural recovery. This is my epiphany. This is my mission. The true enlightenment of the truth to be told. I gave an alternative solution, a simple compromise to have both holidays. Do not allow Columbus to be celebrated another year without the respect and honor of the civilizations lost to colonization. He appointed himself governor. No one disagreed. Extermination of the natives could then proceed. Their homes and lands were taken by force. Those not killed were enslaved without remorse. History means his story. I'm only trying to educate upon our story. Columbus committed genocide and enslaved, oppressed, raped, and brutally murdered my ancestors. He enslaved the Taino Arawak Indians, and then when he ran out of the indigenous population, he sent out boats to Africa to bring back enslaved Africans. He helped start the transatlantic slave trade, trading slaves for various exports. He enslaved young girls, boys as old as 9 years old, for sexual exploits throughout Europe. He admitted to a friend in a letter sent from him, Columbus himself, that he and his men would rape the Taino women over and over again until they broke and decided to give up the world to live. Pregnant Taino women would kill their newborn children and then killing themselves by jumping into shark-infested waters, just simply to escape the conquistadors, also known as the Spanish Crown. He would release hungry dogs on the native population when they didn't find gold. He gave them it was a, how do I say it? It was a tariff. They had to go mine gold, and it was merits. If you didn't get enough gold, he would then cut off arm, hand, a piece of the native population's, a person's body part, and put them on, let them wear it around their neck naked and parade around the villages to show, so the populace didn't have an uprising. In one day, he killed over 3,000 people. Bartolomé de las Casas wrote in a historical account that he was so mortified that he became a priest. He was on the ship with him, one of the ships with him, and as one of his sailors, and was so mortified that Columbus committed the atrocities in one day of the native peoples that he quit working for Columbus and became a Catholic priest. In a single day, he was a witness. The Spanish soldiers dismembered, beheaded, and raped 3,000 native people. Such inhumanities and barbarism were committed in my sight as no age can parallel, de las Casas wrote. My eyes have seen those acts so foreign to human nature that now I tremble as I write. This is historical accounts. I mean, the next time you think Columbus is a hero, Columbus is this, Columbus is that, don't put him on a pedestal, but look him in a different light. I mean, granted, you might be, 1492, he sailed the ocean blue. But not necessarily true. we kind of, the ancestors, the native peoples, the Arawak and the Taino discovered him. He was going adrift, and the Taino people saved him. And those very people that he saved, he then turned into slaves. He claimed himself as king. He was an astrologer. He knew how to read books, Bibles, and you could see the solstice. He can see the eclipses and the sundowns and the new moons. And he told the native peoples that I'm a god, and if I'm not God, look at the sun. I can show you an eclipse. And the native peoples believed him. So he tricked them into slavery. And I'm not here to remove Columbus. I'm here to properly educate people. Columbus is not a hero. You can hold him as you want, but when you're having your day off from work because of Columbus Day, I want you to reflect after watching this and make your own assumptions. I want you to research the history. I want you to do your due diligence and see for yourself what kind of person Columbus was. So much that he was taken back in chains. Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand asked him if this was true. Queen Isabella asked him, Are you mistreating my subjects? Those times people were called, subjects of a royal crown. And he openly admitted, yes, this is what I'm doing. And so I brought slaves. He brought slaves over to, Spain. So he was thrown into jail, chains, excommunicated from Hispaniola. It was now Cuba. No, it is now Jamaica. No, correction. Haiti and Dominican Republic. My apologies. But he stepped foot in all those islands, and systematically did the same thing. His brothers did the same thing. His son did the same thing. Ponce de Leon did the same thing. All the Spanish conquerors came and brutalized the native populations, starting with Columbus. So I don't want anybody to think, Columbus is a great hero. 1492, he sailed the ocean blue, discovered America, but he really never stepped foot in America. He discovered the Caribs, the Taino Indians, the Arawak Indians, and brutalized those civilizations. So, in light, just remember, Christopher Columbus can stay in hell. Peace. How was that? Was that better?